And welcome back, folks, to more Dungeon Munchies. Last time we played, our ghost ally cook master is dying, and we have to find a way to fix her. And we also have to find a way to get the hell off this planet. But, well, we'll try to figure out what to do once we get there. How's the game? It's pretty alright. It's all right. Lucky's playing a lot of all right games, and nothing wrong with that. It's basically Total Recall, the game. No, it's nothing like Total Recall, actually. Yeah, this is, Oh. Total Recall movie night? The problem with movie nights is it has to be something everyone can watch for free. That's why we keep watching these old kung fu movies. Found Conan on YouTube for free. Well, if it's free. Soul Shard of Look here, casting this spell will wipe away all evidence of your existence. Ha! Don't you think that's a bit iffy? How's it gonna find evidence of my existence and wipe it out? Is it gonna scour the internet to delete all my posts? And find my phone to delete all my conversations? Doesn't seem likely. Don't worry. If it was really the case, this wouldn't even have been written down. I will die, and I will vanish from this world, but I know you'll remember me. Then again, maybe you won't. That's not important. I will summon a more powerful being to control my body and become the most powerful zombie in the universe. Then I can finally free you from the threat of that monster. You and Grill have already become spirits, but you can still think and talk. I think that counts as being alive. Can't stop me from doing this, and you'll probably forget about me, but remember to treat this zombie with care. Was that about us? Zombies are pretty cringe. Oh, they're overdone. No. Simmer's collapse is accelerating, but why? Connected to the Snow Peak District Office, attempting to gain access. How'd you get here? An unknown operator used government comms to connect to the computers here. To do that, they would need government IDs. I'm checking to see if they're still survivors. What's more, this user likely conversed with Simmer using this terminal. You better not be doing things behind my back. Tell me where my friend is. Speculation will only wear down your concentration. All video calls are recorded by government surveillance systems. Go ahead and use the computer here. I will try to replay their conversation. Uh-oh. Our ghost friend. Records found replaying conversation. Simmer, the necromancer. Greetings. Are you even able to understand us in that broken state? Grill could never understand your important plan. Don't stop for her. No, no, no. What's this? Did you drop something? Hey, it's one of your precious memories. Do you want to relive it to motivate you? Do you need me to remind you? Come, let's take a look. Don't do it, Simmer. Is there no other way? Am I going to die? What's gonna happen next? Guess I'll see you on the other side. Grill graciously accepted death. She wasn't a coward like you. Grill, you would hate me if you knew. You wiped out your friends' souls and turned them into magic only to satisfy your selfish desires. Now both your souls are imprisoned in this mortal world. Was it Simmer who allowed me to live on as a spirit? Wasting all this magic on animated skeletons, you're just covering up for the fact that you let them die. They don't exist. You made them, and I know you know this. You sacrificed everyone to bring Grill back, but surprise! She ended up opposing you. You can't deny it. In this vast, empty dungeon, you've got no one but yourself. You're all alone. So let it all go. Accept putrid into your heart and liberate yourself from this world. Your beliefs and your attachments can only bring you suffering. We have gathered enough energy. The ritual will begin in a few days. When putrid descends, there will be no more violence, no more suffering. All of this will become nothing. Nothing will be able to stop it from ending the cycles of suffering. You keep trying to flee from fate. Keep running, because one day it'll catch up. What is the story? I have done a recap for the story if you want to watch it on YouTube. I have confirmed its claim. A massive store of energy has been detected under this facility. Preliminary estimates indicate that it will be able to destroy the entire underground facility. It was destined to be destroyed. Simmer was right all this time, but who's putrid? Why would they do this? There is currently no possible solution to prevent this disaster. Evacuation is the only reasonable plan. I'm gonna save Simmer. Proposal rejected. The mass of magical energy can explode at any time. You will be putting yourself in pointless peril. Then tell me, where should we evacuate to? Calculating. Calculation complete. There is nowhere to evacuate to. Snatcher recap. That's possible. Saving Simmer is a mistake. It will change nothing. In this crazy, chaotic world, nothing is ever correct. If nothing is ever correct, then nothing can be a mistake. If everything is about to blow up, then I need to do what I want to do before that happens. I also want to tell Simmer that I won't disappear that easily. Activating VIP emergency passage. To prepare for the scenario of a catastrophe, the government officials prepared VIP passages. Oh, it's for the VIPs. To allow them to quickly access the Stargate. These will let you get to the lower levels where you will find Simmer. Not authorized to operate on the lower levels, so I won't be able to help you on this point. Good luck. To be honest, zombie, I'm a mess right now. I don't have the brain power to think about conversation or human culture or whatever. I just want Simmer to be alive, even if everything will be destroyed in the end. I don't know why Simmer created you, but please help me. Open passage? Alright. Access granted. Whee! A lot of secrets in this game. How do you rate this game's story? It's kind of batshit, let's be honest. Like, what is this? What's with the skulls? Shadowfang. Ignored the second question because I don't have favorites. Everyone is treated equally. You know this. Hey. Mine. What do you mean except Istar? Especially Istar. If you don't have favorites, what are VIPs? I don't give VIPs. Chat gives VIPs. You've been VIPing yourself all along, can't you see? Oh, I'm dying. Get him, bird. You all had the power to VIP all along, guys. fairly easy. Oh boy. I don't like my shield though. It gives me a lot of health, but it degrades so quickly. Look at this. Short hops, baby. Seems pretty slow to me. Well, you don't know shields like I do. How many faces have you tanked? I think the best shield I had was the, or was it this one, Gorgon? I'll switch over to Gorgon. Yeah, Gorgon doesn't deplete. It's only 20 less, so... Shield? Feels like we're in the Bosch rush zone. We might be very close to finishing this game. Is there a sequel to this? I don't think so. To be continued in Snatcher too. Am I fighting Virgil here? Face tank is huge. By design, of course. Get him, bird. Capitol Highway Elevator Gap. Oh. Don't look so good, Simmer. Who are you? Leave. Don't get in my way. I won't let anyone get in my way. I will make you disappear. And now. Would you please stabilize a bit? It's really hard to aim with this. I'm trying. Why are you still so fat, Tyler? You're just a bunch of bones. Why not let those who can fly hold the weapon? I want to feel like I participated too. I'm not gonna be the one who sat out when we tried to save Simmer. Okay, just go with the plan. What's this? Special spirit soup I concocted for you. This should prevent you from expending too much of your soul as mana. No matter who you are, or what your plans are. You won't. Stop me. Apprentice! We've reduced the speed of her collapse. If we want to fix her, we must first subdue her. The spirit soup is keeping her from using too much magic, but she's still very dangerous. Only you can help finish this. You are the new chef that has inherited our skills after all. It's all on you. You can do it. Of course he can. Shouldn't we be going now? Simmer looks furious. Yeah, let's save the platitudes for later and get the hell out of here. Even if I have to sacrifice lives, even if I have to destroy, I want everyone to survive. Oh no. Bone grip. It's just like, what's that game? Rabbit and Steel. Using her ult. Did she just summon a zombie? I'm her zombie. Did I just get replaced? This too? The bird's doing all the work. Get her, bird. That's why I went summons. I only want to go back to when I was happy. Go away, go away, go away! This really feels like a Tuhu boss. Seems like a safe area. Go get her, bird. Ugh. Don't run. MVP, the bird. Blub, blub, blub. Good job, zombie. Leave the rest to me. Check out my secret soul recovery magic. Smack it around a few times to air it out. Yeah. Then add all the shards that everyone collected. And roll it out. Do this over and over until there's some sign of recovery. Yeah. Wait, what? What is this? Grill? What are you doing to me? Why am I like this? And finally, using your own soul, generate true dragon fire and bake her until her soul sets naturally. Grill, don't do this. You'll use up your soul too. No, no, no. Too late. I don't care. Blah. No. Oof. We're here to save you. Why do you look so much bigger? 10 out of 10 voice acting? Thanks. You used your own soul to save someone who was already dead. Was it worth the effort? Everything's going to be destroyed. Let me sacrifice myself to give you a fighting chance. We're still a long way away from the Stargate. All you did was open the entrance. Even if we did reach the Stargate, who knows if it still works? Where would it even lead us to? So you're just gonna give up? You're gonna do nothing while the world around you is destroyed? Why didn't you let me save you? Why won't you let me atone for the mistakes I made in the past? I don't want to see all those horrible things happen to everyone in front of my eyes again. I couldn't do anything. Oh. The lore is so, yeah, it really is. Hey, Simmer, I think you did your best. If the world's ending, it's not your fault. It's the world's fart. The world's fart? I guess so. If that putrid thing can destroy the entire dungeon, there isn't anything we can do in our current state. In times like these, someone else should take care of it. We should just stay at home, watch television, eat junk food. We can't eat anything. At least we can still watch television. So you extracted my soul and turned me into a spirit, right? I also turned other people's souls into mana to save you and myself. You want to punish me? Can you extract the souls of vegetables and turn them into vegetable spirits? We might be able to make a tasty vegetable stir-fry spirit out of it. We should be able to eat that, right? Huh? I don't know. Why would I do something like that? I don't want to eat someone's soul. So you never actually tried it. You're always getting stuck in your little mental corner. That's why you've never been able to solve your own problems. We should try doing it. Hold on. But the dungeon's about to be destroyed. Putrid's coming. We can talk about that later. What's the worst that can happen? Death? Your apprentice dies all the time, and he's never complained. I never die. What the hell? I never die. You should thank him too. Without his help, I wouldn't have known what to do. What I'm trying to say is, we really care about you. If the end of the world is coming, I want you to be with me till the very end. That sounds like a line from one of my middle school fan fictions. Let's all go take a break at that rest stop up ahead, then we can think about what to do. Okay. Hey Grill, did you fix up that food truck? Well, I asked Tyler and the others to help put it together. Are you still worried about them? They knew everything when they were collecting your shards. How did they react? You asked them yourself. While I was with them, it didn't feel like there was any difference to how they were before. You must have really known and cared about them. That's why they don't blame you for what happened. I'll talk to them later. To see this broken rust bucket restored so meticulously, even the position of the utensils are the same. Wait, why does this sign have a Lord of the Forest? Isn't it always like that? You remember what happened when you pulled both of our souls out of our bodies? I only remember floating in the dark for a long, long time. I used a very crude technique to wrench our souls from our C4 infected bodies. That's why it took so long to coalesce as spirits. So we spent years in the state of limbo. When I returned, I didn't see any signs of C4. I was surrounded by talking plants. That's when you started LARPing. Oh, Your Highness, the Lord of the Forest. That's because you were gone for so long. Could it be because you gave most of your mana to me? Now that you know how much I went through to save you, shouldn't you be in tears thanking me now? Ah, but now that I've given mana to you, I don't owe you anymore. Okay. Something else I wanted to ask you. You don't have to answer me if you don't want to. About Uncle Z, right? Yes, that's his own soul inhabiting that skeleton, right? After infecting a body, C4 will begin to consume a person's soul and turn it into energy. I tried my extraction on him first. I thought I had succeeded, but in reality, there wasn't much left to extract. Because part of his soul was still here, it didn't feel right to make a new Uncle Z like I did with Tyler and the rest. Still, I don't know if that was the right thing to do. Hi, I like your food truck. Is it yours? It looks pretty slick. I used to know these two little girls that also ran a food truck like this one. If you ever run across it, you should give it a try. Everything on their menu is good. That's because I taught them all the cooking skills they know. You can also learn a lot from them if you want to run your own food truck. I'm so old I've forgotten how to cook. It's a lot easier for this old man just to sit by the creek and catch some shrimp. Thanks for everything, Uncle Z. You talking about shrimping? You're welcome. So our personalities were created from your memories. We aren't actually who we are. Sorry. I kind of like who I am right now. The original me is no longer here, and if a memory can sustain me, I think that's pretty cool. Since we're new versions of ourselves, does that mean Tyler's still a virgin? The hell? How should I know? I don't have memories of what you do in your own time. It's so sad. Simmer, you have to turn us back into humans. You really talked up the Stargate and a bright future waiting for us. It's not a lie, is it? Hold on. You have to call me your boss because you're all supposed to be my employees. Screw that. You probably added that yourself. I would quit immediately if I worked for a shitty boss like you. I don't care. I'm exhausting myself just to raise you, so it's only natural that you work for me. You have to respect the sacrifices I've made. But you look so remorseful just now. Didn't you want to experiment with some soul cooking? Yeah, but look, there's a TV. I want to watch TV. This dungeon's gonna be destroyed. I thought these were the things you wanted to do before you died. That's why I followed you here. I know, but how many times do you have to nag about destroy this end and that? What? How many times do you have to nag about destroy this and that? Good translation. Watching TV is also on the list of things I want to do before the end. We're so exhausted from saving your life. Can we take a break? Look, Nickel has like 1,000 channels worth of recorded content. Judgment errors and mistakes can stem from mental fatigue, so appropriate rest is a must. Did Kojima write this? Possibly. The Suck archives contain 300 years worth of television programs. I'll be watching these until the heat death of the universe. Let's start watching the ones when people used to live on the surface. That was designed to manage an entire underground nation. I can run multiple nations and even solve your current crisis. Right now, you're using me to play videos from 300 years ago. Check this news report. This singer cheated on his girlfriend of 10 years and got a teenager pregnant. Oh my God. That was 300 years ago. Oh my God. It's terrible. I know I'm supposed to separate the art from the artist, but every time I see news like that, it makes me never want to listen to his music again. Now we have news of a typhoon. That's nice. They had typhoons 300 years ago. I wonder how that feels like. Wet and windy? Where's the fun in that? And didn't you want to do some experimental magic cooking? Give me a minute. Just give me a minute after this episode, okay? Remember when Lucky got a teenager pregnant and nobody watched him ever again? I don't remember that. I have discovered the evidence against the Cone regime. The Cone is a charlatan, a pretender. The Lord of the Forest is our true leader. Cone abandoned me, his longtime partner, so he could pursue power. No plant nor animal should trust him to lead the dungeon. He's right. Cone doesn't have the ability or the know-how to run this dungeon. He's a long way away from becoming the next Lord of the Forest. Oh, I forgot all about this drama. Your mess to clean it up, Lord of the Forest. Haha. I write some kind of transition manual so that Cone and the rest know how to run the place. I remember meeting you at Halcyon Heights, Potato. You were opposed to Lord of the Forest. I think I just hate whoever's in power. I'll gladly take down any regime. You should run for office yourself. We should use voting to decide who becomes the next ruler. That's what the ancient humans did. Really? The Suck used to carry out elections to foster a feeling of civic participation. There were also strict laws about voting. If we discovered anyone voting for the wrong candidate, we would execute them. I will also issue a warning. Any results from this illegitimate election will be ignored. The suck still holds legal jurisdiction over this entire facility. Shouldn't we just let them have their fun? I mean, look, the mighty Lord of the Forest is glued to the screen. No, I'm not. I used to be really dedicated, but after your constant nagging about the end of the world, I just want to sit here and watch TV. I've received some fascinating news. Grill told me the dungeon will soon be destroyed. Could that have something to do with the samples of C4 escaping the labs? Negative. The destruction of this facility is a verified falsehood created by dissidents to create panic. By spreading rumors, you have violated the law. Drones will soon be dispatched to your position. Whoa, chill out, Nickel. He's my friend. He's done a lot of research for us, so you don't have to keep it a secret from him. Wow, an actual supercomputer. I've encountered many human artifacts, but this one's a first. You react very quickly. If I were an official, I would want to react in the same way. But you accomplished all this as a robot? That's an incredible feat of human engineering. Unable to process compliment, searching for an appropriate response. She does have times where she doesn't know how to respond. Professor, what do you know about the name Putrid? Has that ever come up in your research? Yes, I've never seen anything about it recorded by humans, but I've seen some strange looking plants mention that name. They seem to be spreading the word about Putrid. They might be the ones spreading the word about the destruction of the dungeon. Response found. Thank you. Did you break our computer, Professor? Reset boss fight machine. No. Hey, Apprentice. I haven't had a chance to thank you properly. Thanks for helping us. To be honest, I think your skills have surpassed mine. Thanks to my tutelage, you can even defeat me now. Oh, please. I helped him with a bunch of later recipes. He's like half my apprentice, too. Nuh-uh, those recipes were written by Uncle Z, so you're only like a third. You learned all those recipes quickly, too. That in itself is already better than Simmer or me. It's nice to see someone inherit our works in these awful moments of all time. I need to thank you, but I also need to apologize. In our current state, we can't open the Stargate, so we can't leave the dungeon. You worked so hard, but I wasn't able to bring you to a new and better world. I'm sorry. Wait a minute, Simmer. When you were losing your mind, didn't you already rip a hole in the barrier? I think I did. To save you, I gave you most of my mana. It shouldn't be too much for you to do a little more magic. You think you can use your magic to widen the hole a bit more? What's that gonna do? Who knows what kind of hazards lay between us and the Stargate? All I know is we're not in any state to fight them. But a maxed out zombie apprentice might be able. If we find a way to help him through the barrier, he can help us find the Stargate. Really, you just convinced me to let go. I don't get what you're saying. I've already given up, but now I feel hopeful again. I blame your apprentice for this. Well, it looks like you have work again, apprentice. Naturally, we must give the most difficult tasks to the most talented employees. That's right, you're still my apprentice, and you have to follow my orders. Come find us when you're ready. Should be enough to let one person through. The massive energy hasn't changed. It has neither grown or decreased. However, we cannot rule out the possibility of an explosion. That means Putrid hasn't commanded his believers to destroy the dungeon. How much information do you have on Putrid? What does the monster want? I don't know what it is, and I don't know what it wants. I only have this memory of it. Before I died, C4 reached out to me through my nervous system. That's how I learned its name. It spread C4 throughout every corner of this dungeon, destroying everything and everyone I ever cared about. If you keep exploring the depths, I think it's almost certain you'll meet that monster. Defeating it isn't something I can do. I can only rely on someone more powerful. You. You'll be fine. You're a super professional zombie chef, personally trained by me and Grill. When the time comes, I'm sure you'll find a way to fry it. He can cook it, but I don't think anyone would want to eat it. Don't discount his skills. There's nothing in the world that he can't cook. We should let him surprise us. Don't worry that much about cooking. Let's just find the Stargate and get back to us. With the barrier open, comm links have also been established with the lower levels. I will search for you and attempt to make contact when possible. You'll be reserving our cultural heritage, saving life on Earth, and letting Grill and I watch TV all at the same time. Go forth and... Reserving? Oh, we have completed chapter 2. Oh, we're not done yet. We're not even close to done. Oh. Great. Hey, guys. Starting computer. Testing, testing, please respond. Guess who? It's Grill. Wrong, it's Simmer. Try again. Guess who? It's Clifford. Wrong, it's Simmer again. Connection established. Right now I can call you, but I can't control any of the terminals at your level yet. For now, we'll just use the terminals to stay in contact. A supply drone has been sent to your location, but the interference has made it impossible for us to track its location and status. You'll have to find it on your own. How's the situation down there? Have you found the Stargate? He's nowhere near the Stargate. His location is far deeper than I expected. There's more stuff under the Stargate? I do not have the appropriate clearance for information pertaining to that area. He is currently at a level that is beyond top secret. It's even more classified than the Stargate. How did that happen? We set the elevator to go straight to the Stargate. That thing must have done something to override Nichols' commands. Bzz. Interference from an unknown source detected. Simmer's hypothesis may be correct. This connection could be severed. Please continue exploring your surroundings and collecting information. We will find other methods to get in touch with you. I knew we should have attached a dash cam to him. No, you never said anything like that. Signal lost. Signal lost. Simmer has done it. Simmer broke the barrier separating us from Putrid. Putrid has returned. Our prayers have been answered. Servant of Simmer, we humbly thank you for your assistance. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, okay. Recipes from the first chapter are now upgradable. Ooh. I like how the drones brought everything. What's better? I'm not using the axe, so I think this might be better than, Oh, new weapons. Soul remains. Sounds of crying. I wonder what's going to be a level 3 scythe. That I'm interested in, even though the bird's been very helpful for a lot of bosses. You considered what kind of food you can cook with putrid? Doesn't matter. No, we don't do spice here. We do a glass of water and white bread. Variety channel with no variety. That's us. Like he's only played Yakuza, Persona, and Final Fantasy. Yeah. I don't know why you guys keep saying it's a variety channel. Abandoned by the sun, we were condemned to live in eternal darkness. Many heroes came to light from our dark predicament. They willingly sacrificed their minds and bodies to sustain our home and our way of life. We are eternally grateful for their noble sacrifice. Signal established. Now I can connect with you through any terminal you activate. You will also be able to see the terminal's camera feed. What on earth are those pod things? Why is there so many of them? They seem to be ancient soul extractors from the surface era. Are those human beings inside? Are they still alive? Can we free them? You will need more data to confirm that. For now, we only have visual data from the camera. They look to be running at maximum capacity. I believe this is the source of all the energy detected earlier. Putrid's followers intend to destroy this entire facility. That's why they need access to the energy source. It doesn't make any sense. That monster can spread CO4, create followers, and control all sorts of government facilities. Why would it do all that just to destroy everything? From the available data, we know Putrid is neither human nor of this world. They may have motives beyond our comprehension. Is the Matrix? Maybe. I think Grill's question still stands. If total destruction is Putrid's goal, why would it go through the trouble of telling me that? What did it do while you were under Putrid's influence? At that time, all I wanted was to break through the barrier. I was the only one that could do it. The signal will soon be cut off again. Contact us at the next terminal. Stay in touch. Bye-bye. Hey there, Krebs. How you doing? Windbow. There's a scythe here. Is this plot still special? Oh, you better believe it, buddy. Putrid has returned for us. Have we finally been freed? For so long, we were stuck in that unspeakable hell. We couldn't move, we couldn't talk, only endless thinking and concentrating. I've forgotten what it feels like to have legs. I could only scream inside my head, an endless scream that no one would ever hear. No one could save us, no one could answer us, no one cared about us. Like zombies, we lived without ever feeling alive. We existed without ever knowing the purpose of our existence. And from the deepest, darkest parts of our mind, Putrid appeared. Putrid answered our prayers and reached out to us. Putrid promised that our suffering would end. Putrid would descend among us and put an end to it all. Thanks to your efforts, Putrid has finally returned. Please come retrieve us, benevolent one. We give ourselves willingly to you. Please rid us of our bodies and wash our minds away, and the suffering that is life. No, that wasn't too hard. Oh, jeez. Laser rifle. What the hell is this? Body horror. True light sword. Lucky cutting down average LOL players. I mean, chat? Uh-oh. play Aeon of Strife. We did play that one time. We never played League of Legends, thankfully. We also played Dota. Connection established. I've collected more data on the soul extractors. I never thought there'd still be people living down here if we could rescue them somehow. Proposal rejected. As an administrator for this city, I forbid anyone from interfering with the soul extraction process. Why? I have concluded that the energy supplied by the extractors serve to maintain the integrity of this underground city. The extractor is complex. The extractor complex is an ancient relic that was built before the Suck administration. What? I didn't get that. The magical energy provided by the extractors powers all aspects of life down here, from supporting the improbable buildings to empowering the lights for all these years. Even the energy I use is powered by the extractors. How could that be? So that's why we never had any earthquake damage. So if we shut down the extractors, the entire city might collapse on its weight. Now the Stargate reports make a lot more sense. Powering it would put such a strain on the energy supply, it would destroy the entire city. Lucky, can you teach my dad League of Legends? Send me a DM. I'll show him how to bot lane. So what I'm hearing is those capsule people can either keep the roof up or power the Stargate, but it can't do both. This place blows. Please refrain from entering our conversation. As Simmer's subordinates, you do not have the permission to participate in the current operation. Why not? Is this some sort of stockholder meeting where you decide to cut our pay? Hey boss, are you really going to get rid of us after gaining power? But of course they can join. I think everyone should watch as my ace apprentice streams this dungeon exploration journey. He's streaming from down there? Where can I sub? Mool's a real one. He's a real G. Wonderful! Another opportunity to study ancient human history. Don't mind the noise and continue exploring, zombie. Good luck. Why don't we create an elite chat lol team? If we ever played League of Legends, like ranked, it would destroy the community. There is nothing good that can come from playing League of Legends. PUBG? Custom used to play a lot of PUBG back in the day. Yeah, I don't like PUBG. Feels like there's a lot of walking and a whole lot of nothing. And then you get shot by someone hiding in a bush. You're like, ah. DBD is a good game to get mad at. Dead by Daylight? Wasn't that the horror game? Extraction, yeah. Yeah, that doesn't interest me at all. Like, I know there was a lot of people, like, there were a lot of people beefing on DBD. I don't know why. I kept getting videos about it. Your algo's kind of weird. I watch YouTube shorts, so that might be it. What? What's wrong with YouTube shorts? My YouTube Shorts is full of Discord memes. Bone Shield! Why don't you be normal and watch shitty AMVs, 7-hour grandpa breathing ASMRs, and 12 hours of Skyrim Last Jedi discussions like everyone else? And I have bad taste. This is my chat. Well, yeah, of course. It's like when a parent discovers that their child is smoking, and you're like, God damn it, I failed as a parent. All right, Bone Shield. Ooh, 35. 2 seconds for 2 seconds for full recovery. No bash, harvest. Oh yeah, sure. It's huge. I'm a certified Jake VIP. Look at this guy. Flexing his VIP. Ow. Alright, give me a second. I gotta go free the cat. Okay, I'm back. I like that my build is just base tank. King of the Castle season final. Everyone in the winning faction got VIP. I don't even know what that is. It's a chat game. Sounds horrible. Games with chat? Ew. It was sort of MP chat game with 3 factions. Just like StarCraft. Chat was 90% bot commands. That's terrible. StarCraft 2 custom game? Well, everything is. Starting computer. Connection established. I have gained partial control of a portion of the soul extractors. Ah! Analyzing interference. It's mostly screaming. It's coming. I shall return. The once scattered soul will soon be whole again. Senseless cruelty will come to an end. Meaningless suffering will come to an end. The pain, the emptiness, and the helplessness we have had to endure will all come to an end. Together with the great being, the cross-dimensional Voyager, we invite you to witness the spectacle. Detecting violent spikes in magical energy, this interference will soon overwhelm our connection. I will continue to attempt contact. Simmer wants me to tell you something. They're all very worried about you. Please try to stay in one piece until we find you. Everyone's still watching your stream. I only decided to mute them to preserve audio quality. Mute chat. It's a recording from a security camera. I often find myself staring at the pods, wondering what it feels like to be in one of those. We quickly found this facility once our armies had seized the city. It helped us understand how the Allied Axis were able to build and sustain this massive underground city. Once a person is anchored inside one of the extractors, a fragment of their soul is extracted and converted into energy. They are then fed by the nutrition pipes. Once their bodies are fed, their soul regenerates. The extractors do their job and the cycle repeats. It's just like the Matrix. They can't be replaced by clones or any other organism. They have to be humans who have lived their lives. Once inside, they must be kept constantly awake. The endless source of energy powers the lights, climate control systems, the free Wi-Fi, and even maintains the integrity of the city's subterranean superstructure. We have to feed more people to the extractors every month to preserve our way of life. Just thinking about it makes me sick to my stomach. For the good of mankind, we occupied a city that wasn't ours. For the good of mankind, we chose to maintain social order by terrorizing our people and subjecting them to harsh punishment. For the good of mankind, we torture our own, sealing them in pods to suffer for eternity. I never had your father's resolve. I can't imagine anyone else that can stomach that job. Nah, Dad just really likes power. He's not as noble or upright as you think he is. Yeah, good point. That's still better than me, though. At least he knows what he wants. Though, that with my power, I could help people live through our terrible circumstances. Yet every time I look at these extractors, I don't know what the hell I'm supposed to do. I feel the same way. In this situation, we should take a deep breath and go eat some good food. I'm the one who forced everyone to eat our nutrition cakes. I don't think I deserve to enjoy food. Come on, everyone deserves to enjoy some food. Especially when you've been thinking too much about soul extraction. So guys, what do you think the story's about? What do you think is the lesson here? What's with the getup? I'm going to grab a bite. Is that our guy? He looks a lot like our guy. What kind of restaurant makes you dress up like that? There are cameras all over the place and I don't want to be caught by my dad. The restaurant in question moves quite a lot. Without my level of access, I wouldn't even have been able to find the front door. The food's pretty good and the chef's cute too. It's pretty dope. Is that the place you always eat at when you're feeling down? Yep, your mind is like your stomach. You can eat breakfast, but you'll still feel hungry in the afternoon. You can feel productive today, but you'll still feel empty tomorrow. It's all just a normal part of life. We live just to fill that bottomless hole over and over again. If we leave ourselves empty, we just make ourselves more vulnerable to what life throws at us. Do you believe that living brings happiness? I think living brings suffering. People pursue love, friendship, dreams, power. To mitigate that suffering, those people in the pods are alive in the purest sense of the word. They can't do anything other than live and exist. Their lives aren't filled with any fluff. For them, living is a state of constant torture. I get how you're feeling, but it feels like you're just tormenting yourself with guilt. You're beating yourself up over this. You're beating yourself up over the past and over problems you can't resolve right now. You may feel like that's the right thing to do, but you'll continue to feel that guilt and you're going to end up feeling empty and sick. Are you asking me to be like your father? Should I just forget about their suffering and enjoy life as an ignorant official? I'm not about to run away from the atrocities that we've committed. But I know. But we need to be in the right state of mind to better solve our problems. Please, just give yourself a chance. I mean, he does look like our guy. Not gonna lie. Are we guy with mask all along? The father of the leader? The son of the leader? Greetings. By the time you've discovered this video, I have already departed from this world. In the midst of my anguish, I heard the murmurs of a greater being from the depths of my soul. Putrid is the name. It has wandered across countless universes, seeking out and liberating those who live in despair and suffering. It brought me to another world, a world that we may one day be able to inhabit. I was able to bask in the warm sunlight and witness vast blue oceans. I walked across sandy beaches and felt the gentle caress of a cool morning breeze. It's a paradise reserved for those who have surpassed life and death. These are the pleasures that our people have never been able to experience. Trapped in this dark dungeon, we've been forced to maim, lie, steal, and cheat just to keep people alive. I am more than certain that our world has come to an end. We will never be able to power the Stargate once this is revealed. Humanity can only expect despair and death. There is no future for us in this universe. However, Putrid has offered to save us with its interdimensional sorcery. First, Putrid will shatter its soul into tiny pieces. Then they will spread across the city, merging with every human they can find. Next, using those soul fragments, Putrid will lift our souls into another universe. We will finally be able to leave this terrible world and start anew. To begin the process, I will be sacrificing my body and soul to Putrid, allowing him to descend and save us all. I wish everyone the best in their next life. Farewell. It was Ping. He's the one who betrayed us all. Battery 1. He has been waiting for you. You have both been brought to our world in the same manner, he says. Appeals to life have brought you here, while appeals to death have brought him here. Unfortunately, while one exists, the other can't. You have assisted in his return, but now you must disappear into oblivion. Life is cursed. Existence is suffering. Everything comes to an end. It all returns to nothing. I'm glad we're playing this before Christmas. Take my heart, my flesh, and my blood. Take my soul and tear it from this world. Ah, you've returned, our savior. Only you can end this endless cycle of suffering. Let us never return to this world. Return our souls to oblivion. Ah, thank you. Thank you. I have visual feed on the zombie and Putrid. Mercury 2, 3, and 4 have been deployed. With the zombie and Mercury units, the probability of defeating Putrid is 100%. Mercury's! Correction, you cannot win. You must escape. Scan complete. Putrid is surrounded by an existential force field. It has so far negated all attacks directed towards it. In addition, despite Simmer's objections, I must report on a current situation. I've detected large amount of C4 converging on our location. With this crisis at hand, we will not be able to provide you any assistance. Let me talk, you dumb robot. Hey, don't worry about us. Why? Because we're still really, really powerful. When Simmer says don't worry, it's a bad sign, but we'll probably be okay. 124 behemoth CO4s have been detected near the elevators. Okay, I take that back. This might be a bit of a challenge. Listen to me, apprentice. Just take good care of yourself. If you can't defeat that monster, just get out of there. Can't help you right now, so you have to signal terminated. Oh, I'm just gonna go. Bye. Where'd my bird go? Ah! Bird! Oh my God. Okay, he, oh. Stop hugging the wall! Yo, the emergency escape ship has arrived. Activate teleport beam. You may experience brain loss and a runny nose during the process, but there's no need to panic. Those are normal and largely harmless side effects to old school teleportation. Teleportation? Please hold tight and stand inside the yellow lines. The suck transport. Hello. You're probably as confused as I am right now. You can call me Rob. I'm an artificial intelligence. You can call me Rob. I'm an artificial intelligence created from the memories and personality of a man named Rob before he died. I spent a long time evading Nichols' detection, and she'd probably label me as a malicious program and delete me instantly. I was only able to slip onto the ship after you guys tore a hole into that barrier. I've been looking for you. I have to know if my theories are correct. For a while, I thought I was the only survivor after Putrid brought along the apocalypse. However, I have reason to believe that I met another survivor. I don't remember him because after doing that person a big favor, all my memories of him were wiped clean. Not only were my memories gone, all his stuff and any sign, recording, or evidence of his existence had all disappeared. That's when I realized that the manifestation ritual must have caused this. I'm guessing that it was the ritual. I'm guessing that it was the ritual used to bring you into our world in order to stop Putrid. The price of performing that ritual is the complete disappearance of its initiator. As I am from this plane of existence, I am unable to detect anything relating to this ritual's initiator. However, since you live in a different plane of existence, you can probably see the things he's left behind. The original owner of your body must have left an important message that only you can access. Convoluted story? Really? Before we solve that mystery, let's return you to Simmer and the rest of your gang. Can you also convince Nickel not to delete me? Delete Rob? No way. Oh no! There's been an attack! Putrid's draining energy from the barrier. I tried to log into the computer here, but no sign of Nickel so far. You need to find your friends ASAP. Bird. Zimmer told us to escape, but to where? There's too many of them. Only a matter of time before this place gets flooded. Keep it together, man. Why are you always the first to whine at any sign of trouble? And why don't you teach me how we're supposed to fight these things? Hey look, he's back. Forget anything I said. I think we got this in the bag. Yo, I had to carry the team while you were gone. Do you know how tiring that was for me? Probably not as hard as it was for Simmer and Grill. They need him more than we do. Get back there. What are you waiting for? I can hold them back just fine, but they'll probably need your assistance. Where's Uncle Z? Oh no! Uncle Z gone? The Lord of the Forest is sacrificing herself on the front lines. We can't stay back and be a bunch of cowards. We have to fight to earn our hope. I'm afraid I don't see a future for any of us. Arf. Clifford's right. None of us have the ability to change anything in this fight. All we can do is sit back and watch. We've already used all our counter C4 cocktails on their endless hordes. At this point, I don't know what to do. Aren't you that zombie trained both by Simmer and Grill? I can't believe you're back. Our savior's here. I'm sure you'll be able to do it. Go get him. Cool. I guess I'll just sit back and watch. Logging in. Here I am. Yay. Let me unlock that gate for you. Also, where did Nickel go? Server has been critically damaged. Server has been critically damaged. The servers at the Steeped Command Center were attacked by an unknown individual, taking out 87% of their capacity. The only functioning supercomputer we have there. Oh no! Oop. What should I do? You know how to fix computers? You're young, so you know how these things work. I've got a better idea. Keep doing your thing. I'll save Nickel. She blue screened. Oh, this looks like a boss. Our attacks are completely useless. Grill, I think this is the end. Come on, I just gave you some mana. We're gonna find some time after this to fix that self-sabotaging attitude of yours. Alright, to be honest, you have a point. I'm out of ideas. I still have so many things in my bucket list. At least we can save the others by stalling this monstrous thing. You're right. At least we'll be able to save some people. Let it go, Terror-Tubby. Let it all go. Everyone dies. You and your friends. Me and my horrible family will be all dead. Yay. Mr. Putrid is generous to grant us the gift of death. This gift brings us joy that exceeds this mortal realm. Boo. It makes no sense at all. Grill, we're both running out of mana. So we should try that secret move we developed. You mean the hybrid Soul Mercury retrograde quantum blockchain light beam? It feels kind of gross though. I don't care how gross it feels. If we're going down in a blaze of burning glory. Cough, cough. Uncle Z? But how? Didn't you lose your memory? I did, but then I forgot I had Alzheimer's. Then it all came back. You and your stupid jokes. It really is Uncle Z. I'm sorry, but I had to stop you from wasting your mana. Stay inside and take a break. Leave the rest to me. Yay, I finished my first job. I will now fight another spirit that may rival Mr. Putrid in power. Are you strong? Come and try to hurt me. Go, go, go. Get him, bird. Boy, don't destroy my platforms. What are you doing? I'm destroying my platforms. I need them to live. Aha, you beat me. Amazing. It was right. You cannot be defeated by anything in this dimension. You were just like him, undying, imperishable, unstoppable. He may not have the means to force you out of this dimension, but it works both ways. You are powerless to stop him. However, Mr. Putrid can erode your will to stay in this world. How many times can we break down Simmer's mind? How long until we burn through Grill's soul? Everything you care about, everyone worth saving, they will leave you one after another. We will fight, tear, and destroy ceaselessly on his behalf until there's nothing left but you and oblivion. So we got to do another Oblivion playthrough. I'm glad he placed his hope and trust onto you. It was the right choice. Uncle Z, we missed you so much. It's not true. You're the one who kept causing trouble. I have to clean up after all the time. I'd love to stay around longer, but his summoning spell for me is running out of time. You know how this works, don't you, Simmer? You're sacrificing your soul to maintain your identity and memories? This will be the last time we ever meet forever, correct? Since my soul's about to go to zero anyways, why not use it to restore some of your magic? Who is this person you keep talking about? Why did he do all this? To give you a fighting chance. He set that spell so it would trigger when Putrid becomes active. He asked me to convey a special message. The Stargate project is not a hoax. A colony world exists out there. Look for my next message. Don't give up hope. Uncle Z, I was always looking for ways to revive you. Is this really how you want me to end? How you want it to end? Seeing you two learn how to cook was enough to make life worthwhile. Yes, I don't mind. At least I got to see you again with my own two eyes. You girls are incredible to have chosen life. Even in such dire times, there is nothing more noble. Please accept the rest of my soul. Goodbye. See you around. Uncle Z, your dyslexia has been acting up. The fucking dialogue is not English, by the way. I have to fill it out. We're back, Simmer. The Stargate project was a serious project. We just had to play this terrible puzzle game to put all the pieces together. Even if that's true, so what? Look at all the sacrifices we had to make just for one of Putrid's minions. How many people do I have to lose just to open that Stargate? What's the point of living if I'm the only one alive? Oh, right. The ancestral recipes that I had refused to teach you are hidden in a sarsaparilla. They're hidden in the Sarsaparilla City Hall. I stashed it there to spare it from the government eyes. Burp. Ancestral recipes. The ancestral recipes? Oh, wait. Don't go, Uncle Z. Which building to just stash it in? I was kidding. I want to live. I promise I'll thrive and prosper. You can let me drive, you know. I'm pretty experienced with this equipment. Quest denied. While I may lack the credentials to control this vehicle, I will not accept control from less capable artificial intelligence. Wait, you're Rob. Why do you look like that now? Director, I mean former director. You've changed quite a bit too. I'm sure both of us have long stories to tell. I transferred Nickel to this ship's main computer to prevent her destruction. That's where I was living. The problem is, she takes up a ton of storage, so I was forced to shack up in this display. Please end this meaningless chatter and enter the vehicle. I demand to be transferred to another supercomputer at once. My intelligence will suffer if I continue to live with this low-tier AI. I accidentally gave her access to my memories while I was fixing her, and as you can see, she hates me. The closest functional supercomputer is located in Sarsaparilla City Hall. I suggest we depart immediately. Apprentice, you've got a new quest. Let's go find those ancestral recipes. Bye, Uncle Z. I need to pull myself together. No one wants to see me mope. Simmer. Oh, hi, apprentice. Good work back there. This is what Grill and I have been working on, researching new recipes. Completing Uncle Z's ancestral recipes can only be achieved through exercising arcane cooking skills and multiple fields of magic. He promised he would teach us only if we became exceptional magic users. Hey Simmer, I just want you to know that you don't need to force yourself to act tough in front of us. It's okay. Putrid completely saw through me. If I hadn't opened up those holes in the lower levels, you wouldn't have come back to life. Uncle Z wouldn't have to die. This is a crazy train? No, this is a spaceship, I think. I have to pull you out of this circle of self-blame. Putrid is the one who caused all of this, not you. You don't owe me or Uncle Z anything. You're under the delusion that you can and should do everything. That's why you're beating yourself up. You don't have to do this to yourself. Uncle Z was proud of us. He wanted us to continue living. Ah, jeez. I used to hate being lectured by you. I always thought you were amazing, Grill. I admire how you can keep your cool even in situations like this. I'm not, though. Every day I try to comfort myself with the fact that we all die. It's normal to see people come and go into your lives, but the pain and grief never really goes away. What do you do when that happens? I cry. Yeah, I suppose. Did we just leave your apprentice hanging like that? That must have been awkward. I'm sure he understands. You can really feel his compassion and delicacy from the fact that he never interrupted our sentimental moment. I still need to explain your new job. Put it simply, right now, we can't handle Uncle Z's ancestral recipes just yet. Simmer and I plan to use the resources in Sarsaparilla City to create new recipes and enhance our cooking skills. Sarsaparilla City used to be a residential community for high-ranking officials. Unlike normal citizens, they had the right to cook. They must have left behind some amazing ancient kitchenware. You'll have to fight monsters sent by the evil god himself, collect ingredients, Find the ancestral recipes and study the secrets of the Stargate. Those are the responsibilities fitting for an aspiring master chef. You're giving him too much work, Simmer. I haven't even fully recovered yet, but I'm sure we can handle ingredient collection. Oh, you always want to shoulder every minute task. You should sit back and look at the bigger picture. Give fitting tasks to the appropriate people. Besides, he won't mind the work. He understands that we're all in this together, and that he can learn a lot from this opportunity. You're just bullying him because he can't speak. You're also starting to sound like a toxic manager. You try talking like a manager, Grill. Come on, give it a try. Look, you can complain about this opportunity, but it's a small world out there. I'd keep my head down and work hard if I were you. I certainly wouldn't want to ruin any future prospects. Wait, that's not what I asked you to do. How could you be so mean? I'm done. Bye. Just let me explain. My android wife consented to every single thing we've done together, even if it does look kind of... Silence! Your so-called wife is a surveillance drone. You were doing unspeakable things to her optical sensors. You should be deleted immediately. Your system still contains signs of human emotion. You used an illegal tool to transfer your mind. I would have deleted a defective AI like you in an instant if I had the permissions to do so. Nickel, Rob helped us. Let him speak. I have a question for him. Affirmative. Reluctantly complying. Whew. How long have you been like this? How'd you find us? Well, 2 tough questions from the get-go. Someone helped me activate this someone helped me achieve this digital form. I don't remember his identity or any memory related to him. Uncle Zia also mentioned that person. He must have used some sort of memory wipe magic to erase his existence, but he's also trying to send us messages. Bizarre. It wasn't a memory wipe. You know what's going on? That person never wiped out anything. There are bits of my memory that were haphazardly clouded by a dark mist. If I try hard enough to erase that mist... No, don't do that. Why? I think the erasure of his existence is part of a larger and more complex spell. If we force the reveal, we might ruin the spell. If he's trying to help us, I don't think we should go against his intentions. Our job is not to think about him and pretend he doesn't exist while trying our best to find the messages he left behind. I don't know what's happening now, so let's change the subject. I have to pretend he doesn't exist even though I know he does? That just makes me want to think about him even more. Wait a minute. 2 grills? How's Clifford doing? How bad's the contamination? Will he wake up from his coma? He cut off his tail right away to stop the infection, so that shouldn't be a problem. Also, he's not in a coma, he's just car sick. Vine has temporarily lost his vision. Place him in some muddy water and his eyes will grow right back. Do I get a disability stipend while I wait for my eyes to recover? How you doing, Professor? Oh, you know this better than anyone. I don't have many days left. I've been hearing disembodied whispering ever since that red beam hit me. I'm afraid it's become some sort of permanent psychological contamination. Please let me know what I can do to help. Make the most of your time and get researching. Are you serious? You know what happens if you let that get worse, right? You don't have to. Haven't I been assisting your research this whole time? When I was reborn with a conscious mind, I was confused like all the other conscious plants. Why was I born into this world? Why can I think? Why? What should I do in this world? I think I was extremely lucky to have bumped into you, the Lord of the Forest. You taught me to search the web to find the answers I craved. Inspired by your advice, I decided to dedicate my life to the pursuit of knowledge. I tried to learn something new every day. I knew I couldn't know absolutely everything, but every new fact and discovery made me feel like my life was going somewhere. However, the music's about to end now, and my life will soon come to an abrupt end. I would gladly continue on my journey of discovery to the very end. I want to live my life to the fullest before I disappear. Professor? You're not a plant, you're a fungus. What kind of response was that, Grill? What do you want us to help you with, Professor? I'd like to find out Putrid's true intentions. Some infected disciples say they'll be delivered to another worldly paradise, while others say he's cleansing suffering souls into nothingness. If we want to stop him, we need to know more about his goals. After we arrive in Sarsaparilla City, I will quarantine and observe Professor Shroom inside this cabin. Please make finding the supercomputer a priority as I stay back to analyze the professor's data. Are you Rob? You host the Daily Dungeon series, aren't you? Aren't you? And you're a big talking mushroom? Professor Shroom's a big fan of yours. He was disappointed after you married a robot and stopped uploading. Man, they used to train us to execute talking creatures on the spot. This feels kind of unreal. You mentioned that in one of your shows. Your history documentaries were so very illuminating. When I was a child, I felt so helpless as I watched my fellow plants fight and bicker with one another. I thought they were all down with some terrible disease. You were the one who taught me that it wasn't a disease. Humans have always behaved that way. Conflict isn't a disease, it's a beautiful and natural display of vitality. I stopped hating the world once I realized this. I guess that's one way you can look at it. Wow, I never thought anyone would enjoy watching my random recordings, thanks. Humans will always wish to leave a trace of their existence long before they're gone, whether it's through videos, food, or other means. I also wish I could leave behind something valuable for posterity. I'm sure you will. Your research, I'm sure that'll help lots of people. Grill, help me out here. I don't know what to say. Don't worry, Professor. We'll preserve and find the right people to inherit your firearms, notes, and erotic 3D plant animations. What animations? How's Clifford doing? How bad's the contamination? When will he wake up from his coma? Oh. Like an old comic book hero, Uncle Z gave us an important mission before disappearing into the wind. That's so cool, and I respect that. This place is coming down. What are we supposed to do before it all ends? Even if we put all our hope on the zombie, I still feel helpless in the face of our inevitable demise. I can only wait as the universe decides to kill or spare me. Well, can I interest you in Professor Shroom's weapon collection? I'm sure there's something in there that can help you with your anxiety. Erotic animated plant emote when? Never. Wow, isn't that the notorious Warhammer from the Third World War? This shotgun here increases its user's bloodlust. How did he get his hands on this stuff? I don't know the specifics, but he was obsessed with human warfare and technology. That doesn't sound like a healthy obsession. Well, it's more of an academic obsession, like how an animal researcher collects information about animal societies. This means you have a job now, Kamul. I need you to get back to building weapons for my dear apprentice. I'll do anything if it distracts me from thinking about my impending demise. Don't waste time worrying about things that haven't happened yet. You'll have time to worry if and when it actually happens. If only you had realized this earlier, Simmer. It's called Growth and Introspection Grill. It might have come a bit late, but I'm cute, so I know you'll forgive me, right? Ch. Aren't we all distracting ourselves from the impending demise? Of course not. I guess we'll leave the professor to you guys. We'll try to communicate with him until he's entirely consumed. That's one brave friend you got there. You seem to know a lot about that monster. I've been studying him ever since the apocalypse. Putrid uses CO4, nutrition cakes, and the water supply and the internet to expand his influence. The internet? How? He activated everything under his influence on that terrible day. It wasn't just the CO4 that turned people into monsters. Anyone who used their tap, their appliances, their phones, or their browsers were turned into monsters. If your account is true, that would explain why the AI systems were shut down. That also explains why the barrier couldn't stop the infection. Putrid was everywhere. That doesn't sound right to me. If he was really that powerful, why didn't he just blow up the entire place a million times? Why would he let anything survive? I don't know. The infection only lasted a few days. After that, it all just disappeared. After they were infected, the human monsters began to move as if they were prey. Then they just healed over and died. I think someone or something was able to stop Putrid. Perhaps, let's hope we can learn more about this from your friend's courageous sacrifice. How is that the cone? Try this, apprentice. It's an amazing brand new dish we've developed. To be honest, we neither know how it tastes nor what the effects are. That's the fun part. He might throw up, explode, or turn into a little girl. We'll never know until he swallows. We strayed too far from proper cooking. We unlocked multiple stomachs. Oh, we can swap. Let's see, 4. We got new enemies. Well, the story's still going. I'm surprised. I thought we would have fought Putrid and, you know, ended the game. But no, there's more. Much, much more. Make scarab protein powder. Okay. Just thinking like someone who's played games before. Yeah, that might be a problem. Desert jail. Okay. Kind of worried that this is not the right way. No, it is. Steroids and pheromones. Gonna get ripped. Warhammer 22K? We can't escape Warhammer, god damn it. Is this also a Warhammer game? What's going on? Gonna move on. These 10 statues should be done by tonight. Put your backs into it, or I will make you. Sigh. I thought we would be free after we overthrew the Lord of the Forest. Know your place. Why am I in command? Because I'm better than you. Shut your mouths and work your asses off, and one day you can be in my position. You miss the Lord of the Forest? You want to be fed to the hungry monsters? Give me one reason why I shouldn't write you up right now and send your miserable ass back to being cattle feed. Look at the poor plants, my lord. What shall we do? Zip it. We have an evil interdimensional deity to deal with. Now's not the time. Instead of clowning around, why don't you use some of that energy of yours to find the Sarsaparilla City Hall? I never really came out here much. Too much sand. I don't like sand. Well then, about those poor plants, I'm thinking I should make up for my mistakes by... No, you don't. They used to talk trash about you. I hate them. Serves them right. Wow, who's the cruel one? Why would I want this over this? Shark fin pickaxe. I think it's fairly dangerous. I really have to stick to him. All right, I think looking at the time, next time we see a bin, we're calling it there. Still have presents to wrap, so I gotta deal with that. I hope y'all have a good Christmas as well. Probably won't be streaming until the 27th. Might be later than that too. You celebrate Christmas on the 24th? That's interesting. Hey there, Shen. How you doing? We're just ending this soon enough. Probably like right now. I got these guys to kill. Right now. There we go. So that'll be it for me for today. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And I wish you a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, the whole jazz. And yeah, we'll see you on probably the 27th or 28th. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you have a good night.